Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday edition of Video Clips. And just a couple of things I'll announce. We are getting ready for the holidays, and we do holiday cookies here that are pretty fabulous, and we can ship them any place in the continental United States. And so if you want information about cookies, I'll put it in the newsletter, in the Forbidden News for this week, this coming week. And I send them to everybody I know. People look forward to them. And I get these fun emails from people asking me, are you guys making those cookies this year? Hint, hint, please send me some. And I bring them to gatherings and that sort of thing. So if you would love some beautiful, vegan, delicious, and not very guilty, you don't even have to have a lot of guilt about them, cookies, we ship them any place in the United States, including to you if you live in the continental United States. I also want to remind everybody that we have these psychological support groups for adolescents through adults who are having a difficult time during this COVID nonsense, and there is a lot of it. I mean, people are having a difficult time. That's going to be the subject of today's video, by the way, what people are doing to make things easier. But some of it, I get emails from people all the time saying, just even the programming that we do here, the conversations with Pam and things you should know and the book reviews and that sort of thing, it gives people something to be connected to. And so I will tell you this, normally by about mid-December, I start to get like I could use a little bit of a vacation, but I think I'm going to schedule some sessions just to keep people connected. I can do that during the last couple of weeks of the month in December when I might otherwise take some time off. So I had asked during one of last week's videos about what are you doing to stay sane? I shared a few things that I'm doing to stay sane. And I got some really interesting stuff back, and they're continuing to come in, so I'll probably do some more of this in another video, but I'll just tell you what people replied. I started and finished writing 98% of my book, which even if never published, gives me a blueprint for my own lifestyle. I'm trying to become a personal body movement coach, teaching a practice that has been so important for my wellness. I self-taught myself how to create a website and will soon try blogging. And by the way, one of the things I think everybody's doing is learning how to do something different. Like I'm learning how to do things with this technology that lets me share from my own computer, and I'm going to try to share something toward the end here. So we're all trying to learn something new. I'm trying to learn the difficult task of becoming visible, both online and off. I continue to follow people online who are of like mind. This has recently led me to a new local community that believes in health freedom. I cling to the faith that small, like-minded communities will eventually coalesce and transcend being labeled crackpots and conspiracy theorists. And believe me, I think we are all coalescing. That's some of what I was talking about yesterday. We're actually beginning to gain some traction with what we're doing. Here's another one. I'm enjoying your videos. I'm semi-retired and I stay sane by tending my winter garden here in Southern California and playing with my two cats who do not care which side of the political divide I'm on. And how about having your cat share video time on your next episode? Sometime I will do one of these from home. And if any of you have ever been on some of the evening Zoom classes that we do for people, Schroeder usually makes an appearance either by meowing, or sometimes I can pick him up and put him on the screen so everybody can see him. I will show you some pictures of him today, assuming I can use this screen share thing that I'm learning to use now. All right, here's another one. I've always been a race walker, athlete, etc., but since the shutdown, I've made it a point to walk at least 4 miles a day with my dog, Chloe, listen to music, and have stayed off MSM and most social media, which helps. I've started laughing again, which is the beginning of this stuff. I felt paralyzed emotionally. And by the way, laughter is the best medicine, and we try to laugh here every day about something. I mean, we don't laugh about serious things, obviously, but there's always something going on that's kind of funny that we can laugh about. Grateful for my husband of 36 years, my health, our son, and like you said, all the little things, health, home, food, family, heat. Grateful also for you and your strength and courage to share, and look forward to purchasing your book. Well, thank you for that. And then here's a wonderful gratitude list from another one of our regular viewers. I'm grateful for my children who remind me of their father, my soulmate, who died 16 years ago. They have his qualities. They're so important to me. I'm grateful for my sisters and their families. We've gathered together during this time, sadly, for Mom's funeral, happily for my niece's wedding shower and wedding, my mom's 89-year-old brother's wedding, and 2 family get-togethers. I'm grateful for my husband's family, but they live in France, so I and my 2 children haven't gotten to visit them this year, which breaks my heart, but I love them as if they were my own family. I'm grateful for my whole foods, plant-based lifestyle. I'm grateful for my excellent health and immune system at soon to be 64. That's how old I am, which is probably so robust because of my lifestyle choices. Of course it is. This does pay off the older you get. I'm grateful for my friends, although I've lost some because of my views. I'm grateful for my home. I love that I'm able to walk daily in nature and shop for food and visit family and friends, because in France, I hear that people can't leave their houses for exercise longer than an hour and no further than a kilometer. I'm grateful for those who don't just follow the narrative blindly and who notice the huge inconsistencies, which includes you, Pam. That's me. I'm grateful for nice weather and beautiful sunsets, and I'm grateful that I'm not fearful, because fear doesn't stop death, it stops life. And boy, that is a beautiful statement. And I think if we focus on gratitude, I said this last week, Dr. Peter Breggin says, it's difficult to be depressed, almost impossible when you're in a place of gratitude, and there's always something to be grateful for. So I'm going to show you one of the things I'm grateful for is my little buddy Schroeder, who is 16 years old. So here is a picture of Schroeder watching television, which he actually does, believe it or not. Here we're watching a series that I watched on television a long time ago called The Americans. I think you can see it on Amazon Prime or Netflix now. I really enjoyed it. I'll tell you, it has some violence and that sort of thing. This is not something to watch with the whole family, including your children, but it's a great series for a lot of reasons. So that's Schroeder watching TV. And then here's another picture of Schroeder laying upside down on the bed. He likes warm sheets. And so every time I put clean sheets on the bed right out of the dryer, he jumps up on the bed and takes advantage of the warmth. There he is. And here's another picture of the little guy. This is one of his favorite activities. He doesn't do some of this stuff as often as he used to because he's 16 and a half years old right now, but he's still a pretty playful little buddy, and he gets me up every morning at 5 a.m. on the dot. 4:59.999, he gets me up. And he has a remarkable sense of timing, because when we went to daylight savings time, fall back in the fall, it took him only about a nanosecond to figure out when 5 a.m. was on the new schedule. So that's him playing some of his fun games. And then this is Schroeder. Anytime that I print something off in the office, he comes running, and he can hear it from wherever in the house. He doesn't come running as fast these days, but he still is pretty fascinated by stuff that comes out of the printer. So here he is getting papers that mommy's printing out of the computer. And here he is. This is, I don't want my mom to go to California. This is from a while ago. He used to jump in the suitcase and try to keep me from packing. Never really worked very well, but he likes that. He has a cat nanny, by the way. He's never spent a night by himself. So his Aunt Kay comes over and takes care of him. And it's like having a second mommy, because he really loves her a lot. So he's not like, it's not like I'm going away and he's going to be by himself. He's by himself for about 5 minutes until she gets there, if that. And then the last one I'll share with you is here he is falling asleep in his little kitty cabana. This is in our family room, and one of the places he likes to hang out. But his favorite place to hang out, we call it the kitty sauna. I have a glass coffee or glass table in my living room, and there's a heating vent under there, and he goes in there and lies down. So the heat comes up and hits the glass, and it warms the inside of the area. It's about 100 degrees in there if you put your hand in there. And so he has dandruff all winter long. His veterinarians are always saying, his skin is so dry. I know, because he lives in a kitty sauna where it's very dry in there and it's very, very warm. He likes warmth. His second favorite place is when I turn on the fireplace laying on the hearth. So anyway, that's what I'm grateful for, among many, many, many other things. But some of you have fuzzy friends, and you know that they're the best friends in the world, the best ones. And I wish they lived longer than we did instead of the other way around, of course. All right, well, we'll continue to think of things to be grateful for during this god-awful time we're living through together. And hopefully I'm giving you some hope through our lawsuits and our activism that things are going to get better. So remember, tomorrow's Thursday Thanksgiving, so no MAFA call at noon, no Matha gatherings at 6 o'clock, but we'll be back out that next week for sure. So in case you don't see tomorrow's video before you enjoy Thanksgiving with your family, have a happy, happy one. Give everybody you know a big, big hug. I don't care what they say. Humans need companionship and closeness, and we need to be together with one another. So hug everybody you see, and don't eat anything I wouldn't eat tomorrow, please. Just have my little voice in the back of your head saying, do you really, really want to have that cheese? All right, that's it for today. Pass this on to anybody who you think would enjoy another perspective about all of this, and I'll be back to you with more news. Thank you.